Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV News, some latest events in the province, and now we come to details. Ladies and gentlemen, on the afternoon of May 12, 2023, TayNinhTV province and Bình Dương province signed a cooperation agreement on social economic development for the period of 2023-2025.
Attending the signing ceremony on the site of Bình Dương province, there were Mr. Nguyễn Văn Lợi, member of the Party Central Committee and head of Provincial National Assembly delegation, Secretary Bình Dương Provincial Party Committee, Mr. Võ Văn Minh, Deputy Secretary Provincial Party Committee and Chairman of the People's Committee of Bình Dương province. And on the side of the TayNinhTV province, there were Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm, member of the Party Central Committee, Secretary Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of the People's Council of the TayNinhTV province, and Mr. Nguyễn Thành Ngọc, Deputy Secretary Provincial Party Committee and Chairman of People's Committee of the TayNinhTV province. Attending that signing ceremony, there were also the economic groups and enterprises of Bình Dương and also the TayNinhTV province. The content of cooperation between the two provinces mainly focuses on the main areas such as transport, investment, natural resources, environment, administrative reform, digital transformation, tourism, security, and order. At the signing ceremony, Mr. Nguyễn Thành Ngọc, Chairman of the People's Committee of the TayNinhTV province, and Mr. Võ Văn Minh, Chairman of the People's Committee of Bình Dương province, signed a cooperation program in the presence of leaders of Provincial Party Committee, Provincial People's Council, and the People's Committee of the two provinces of TayNinhTV and Bình Dương. At the signing ceremony of the Socio-Economic Development Cooperation in the period of 2023 to 2025 between TayNinhTV and Bình Dương provinces, Mr. Nguyễn Văn Lợi, member of the Party Central Committee, Secretary Bình Dương Provincial Party Committee, affirmed that today's conclusion is a milestone that set a mark to realize the cooperation ideas. Mr. Nguyễn Văn Lợi asked the BKMS IDC Cooperation, VSIP, Vietnam Rubber Group to accompany in the implementation of cooperation programs and plans between the two localities. TayNinhTV and Bình Dương will develop together and further improve the people's quality of life. Prominent projects are expected to be implemented, such as proposals to speed up the implementation of the regional transport projects, implementing the contents related to the two localities in the approved national sectorial master plans, such as the road network planning, inland waterway infrastructure planning, unified planning of the two roads and bridges connecting from town of 789 of TayNinhTV to the road of 744 of Bình Dương province, and researching and selecting investment in one connection projects and start construction in the period of 2024 to 2025, proposing and recommending the concerned ministry and branches to speed up the implementation of the projects on renovating, embellishing and appointing the Saigon River National Inland Waterway Channel up to the standard of Right 2 Channel, according to the planning and publicizing inland waterway channels on Dầu Tiếng Reservoir, inviting businesses to research, survey, and exploit passenger transport routes from TayNinhTV to Bình Dương province and vice versa. And in the field of investment, the two sides promote and create conditions for BKMS IDC cooperation to research and deploy investment projects in the urban industry service area in TayNinhTV province, supporting and sharing information on planning work, especially planning for industrial parks and urban areas, the development of industrial zones and clusters, the development of infrastructure, etc., and also in the field of natural resources and environment, coordinating in the implementation of planning and management of natural resources, the sand, minerals, and environmental protection of the Dầu Tiếng Lake and Dầu Tiếng Reservoir basins, coordinating multi-purpose development of Dầu Tiếng Lake irrigation works to serve the socio-economic development of the two localities, and cooperation in the fields of administrative reform, digital transformation, tourism, as well as security and order.
Ladies and gentlemen, the social welfare work has also been concerned by the party and state. Many businesses in the province have actively chosen hands to carry out social security work, contributing to local economic development. Among them, we can be mentioned the Petroleum Company and mass organization at the company.
And with the principle of drinking water, remembering the source, the company's trade union has actively contributed to the Social Charity Fund of Vietnam National Petroleum Group to support central fund and industry unions, especially for the social welfare of the province. in which it includes programs to support people in provinces affected by storms and floods, giving the gifts to the wounded soldiers and martyrs' families with a total purchase of hundreds of millions of Vietnam dong, mobilizing the trade union members to actively participating in building houses of compassion and solidarity, organizing the visits, encouraging and supporting Vietnamese heroic mothers, wounded and sick soldiers, the Prisoner Resistance Association, and the Blind Association, etc. The annual support amount ranges from nearly 1 billion Vietnam dong to over 2 billion Vietnam dong. And in addition, the company's trade union and youth union organize many meaningful activities, such as visiting, giving the gifts, scholarships, bicycles, etc. to the disadvantaged students and pupils in the province at the beginning of the new school year with a total value of hundreds of millions of Vietnam dong per year. And ladies and gentlemen, in the morning of May the 30th at the Trang Bang-based historical site in the Iron Triangle of Hưng Thuận Commune, Trang Bang Town, Trang Bang Town and Củ Chi District Youth Union of Ho Chi Minh City and Bến Cát Town Youth Union of Bình Dương Province held the opening ceremony of the third Iron Triangle Camp in 2023. This year camp also had the participation of the guest unit of the Hoa District Youth Union of Long An Province. Attending the opening ceremony, there were Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Tùng, Secretary of Plain Provincial Youth Union. Speaking at the opening of the camp, Mr. Trương Văn Trường, Secretary of Trang Bang Town, said that after 2 times organizing the camp, it has created beautiful imprints and strong spillover effects, contributing to educating the revolutionary tradition, remembering the today's young generation of the heroic and glorious tradition of the army and the soldiers, as well as the people in the Iron Triangle during the resistance war against the U.S., to follow in the footsteps of his father to build and protect the homeland and the country also. In the program of the camp, the Youth Union of 4 units organized a visit to the town's Martyr Cemetery, organizing 2 groups to visit and give gifts to former volunteers with difficult circumstances in Lộc Hưng Ward, implement the project of cluster of games for the children at Bờ Lời 1 Primary School, Đông Thuận Commune, with a total cost of more than 30 million Vietnam dong. And ladies and gentlemen, recently the green mangosteen fruit has been constantly mentioned associated with the dish mangosteen chicken salad. Mangosteen tea is becoming a hot trend for the social network platforms, and it has brought joy and many positive signals to the farmers. And currently the price of green mangosteen is being sold online with prices ranging from 70 to 90,000 Vietnam dong per kilogram. The price of the pure green mangosteen fruit ranges from 350 to half a million dong per kilogram. In addition to the extreme processing, it takes about 5 kilograms of green mangosteen fruits to produce 1 kilogram of finished mangosteen. And on the side of farmers, the sold-out green mangosteen has brought the great benefits due to the shortened care period. The amount of fertilizer can be reduced, and the weight of green mangosteen is also somewhat heavier than that of the ripe mangosteen fruit. However, experts recommended that the farmers should not harvest mangosteen when it is not ripe, because it may likely affect the health of the tree, as well as increase the price of ripe mangosteens in the long run, and due to insufficient supply.
On May 3, 2023, TayChanh Kindergarten TayNinhTV, in collaboration with Young Tree for Language and Informatics Center, held an English contest, Ring the Golden Bell.
The contest has the participation of 50 candidates selected from the left race to enter quickly and confident when conquering the questions from easy to difficult levels with a rich content. At the end of the contest, the organizing committee awarded 1 first prize, 1 second prize, and 1 third prize, and 7 consolation prizes, in which the first prize belonged to Nguyễn Mai Hoàng Anh of class of Live 2. The English contest of Ring the Golden Bell contest is a useful playground for the preschool children in order to honor their talents, intelligence, smart, and heartbeat knowledge of English vocabulary and abilities in listening, speaking, and writing skills, developing their pronunciation to communicate directly with the foreigners. Regarding the implementation of interest rate supports in accordance with Decree number 36 of the government, the Bank for Social Policy of the TayNinhTV branch has provided interest rate support for loans at the branch with a support amount of 15.8 billion Vietnam dong. And according to Mr. Nguyễn Xuân Hiền, Director of the State Bank of Vietnam TayNinhTV branch, From now until the end of the year, TayNinhTV will continue to promote drastic effective implementation of the tasks of the banking sector in the recovery and rehabilitation program, socio-economic development, the national target programs, ensuring timely, transparent, and the right of the objective for the allowance, in which focusing on implementing the program of 2% interest rate support according to Decree number 31 of the government, loan program for social housing, worker housing, renovation and reconstruction of old apartment buildings according to the government resolution number 33, policy credit programs to the Bank for Social Policies.
Ladies and gentlemen, in recent years, TayNinhTV has focused on simultaneously directing solutions to develop and improve the quality of operations of agricultural cooperatives and groups. Cooperatives operate effectively, improve people's living standards and materials in rural areas, and contribute to the successful implementation of the National Target Program on New Rural Construction.
The activities of agricultural cooperatives are now very multi-services, contributing to local new rural construction and social security also. Cooperatives make a great contribution to local poverty alleviation. Cooperatives also well implement criteria the 13 to be new-style rural areas. The rate of agricultural cooperatives participating in association with enterprises reached to 25%, and there are 4 agricultural cooperatives whose products are recognized as the OCOB products. And these are Bảo Đồng Fruit Trade Cooperative, Minh Trung Agricultural Service Cooperative achieving for 4-star level standard, and Phước Đông Agricultural Service Cooperative, Hưng Thịnh Agricultural Irrigation Service Cooperative achieving the standard of the 3-star levels. Many agricultural cooperatives participating in agricultural policies in the province have been approved also. Some cooperatives have applied product processes according to VITGAP standards for safe vegetables and rice products, and the application of scientific and technological advances to production not only improves the output and the quality of products, but also contributes significantly to the protection and improvement of the living environment. Cooperatives use land resources more efficiently through restructuring the livestock and crops in the agricultural sector. Typically, Tân Tiến Suối Ngô Agricultural Service Cooperative of Tân Châu District, Phước Ninh Agricultural Service Cooperative of U Minh Châu District, Bảo Đồng Agricultural Service and Seed Cooperative in Gò Dầu District, and Indian Agricultural Service and Production Cooperative in Châu Thành District, Thành Bắc Tứ Quý Menco Cooperative in Tân Biên District. The effort to build a brand agricultural cooperatives operate effectively and develop, increase the income for the farmers and also the members. We care about the work and income of employees. We associate in the workers' interests also with the cooperation, and therefore the cooperative activities are always maintained, consolidated, and developed. Up to now, the province has nearly 100 agricultural cooperatives. According to Mr. Nguyễn Đình Xuân, Director of the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development, about a third of agricultural cooperatives operate quite well. In the coming time, the province will continue to support more cooperatives like those. And in the group of tasks of collective economic development in 2023, the Steering Committee for Innovation and Development of Collective Economy of the province focused on strengthening support, consulting, and solving difficulties and problems in order to improve the operational efficiency of activities of cooperatives in the province, and there are measures to classify cooperatives, to have solutions to support and supervise cooperatives, to mobilize resources to implement the plan to restructure production and business with a value chain. Innovating to improve the operational efficiency of development-oriented cooperative groups and cooperatives, promoting propaganda and mobilizing for the development of new cooperatives associated with a key commodity value chain with a large scale and potential to spreading.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for watching and see you next time.